Hey guys, what's going on? UCS Productions here, and this is going to be a section in the first episode of my new mock building series, and it's actually pretty exciting. I've been wanting to do a proper mock for a while now, like a big scale one, and the biggest I ever did was 2 base plates, and it was okay, but this is going to be complete different scale. I want it to be immense, and it's going to be 2x6 grey base plates. And my main problem is, as you can see, and as you've probably seen from my previous videos, I don't have much space in my Lego room. It's quite small. Some people even call it a large closet in previous videos. So I just wanted to show you like the process that I'm going through to start getting ready for the mock. And I've got 3 of my base plates down here, and I've got another one which has got my droid army on it. The only place in the whole house that I can think of that I'm going to be able to do this mock and keep it in the same place is in this corner of the room. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take these both out. I've measured it with base plates, and that space there is just big enough to fit 3 base plates. So I'm going to have to go and buy a table tomorrow. Hopefully that will fit in that gap. Alright guys, so I've just finished moving everything out of the bedroom, and I've made it all look neat downstairs. So the good thing is the rest of the house is in order, and now I can really get to work on what I'm going to do with the Lego room. I have 1 or 2 more things to find a new home, but now I just can't wait for tomorrow to go looking for a new little table, and then we can start laying stuff out for the mock. So I have fitted the extension lead that goes all the way around the back there, and it goes underneath my clothes. And what's going to happen is basically the wires go around there, and these boxes won't be here after today, and it just means that I can have my phone charging on the corner here, and I can charge my laptop without having to string it across the walkway as you come into the door. And I can keep it there permanently. It looks a lot nicer. So I've just set out the base plates, and I won't lie, it is very tight. I'm not sure entirely how I'm going to go around doing this. I may even have to move this shelf somewhere, I'm not too sure. But this is how wide it's going to be essentially, and it actually needs to come down to there. If you see that line, this is actually pretty much the line where the 3rd base plate will come to. So my main problem is I think it's going to stick quite far out. Like, it will make this walkway quite narrow, so I'm going to have to do a bit of thinking. But alright guys, so I've had to compromise a little bit, but basically I've measured everything out and it should just about fit, but I'm going to have to make the mock a little bit smaller. The good thing is it's not going to be too much smaller. It's not going to leave me or my partner enough room. We would have enough room, but it'd be very tight, and we use this room every day. So I thought what I'm going to do is have 4 grey base plates, and then I will have 3 green base plates along the bottoms, just a bit smaller, and it means that we have a nicer walkway through here. To be honest guys, in a way I'm actually just really happy that I've moved the room around to be able to create some kind of larger scale mock, and it hasn't involved me having to move all of this, because at one point I really thought I was going to have to move my table and my multicolored stack over to this part of the room, and then move that over there, and then I thought I was going to put my table here. But for that small compromise to leave everything where it is, I think it's worth it. Good morning everyone, we are back for another part of the vlog. So I've just showered, get myself ready, I need to have a bowl of cereal, then we are going to head off into town and hopefully choose me a new table. The area is prepped and ready to go. Gave it a proper hoover and a clean out. Okay guys, so sadly I've just looked in like 3 different shops, and we couldn't find a table that fit the requirements of the needs, and there was one, but it was really expensive. So I think I'm just going to have a look online instead, and hopefully I'll be able to find something on Amazon or maybe IKEA that will turn up in the next couple of days. Okay guys, so we're going to change the plan completely. I found a good option for a table, but the problem is it costs basically the same amount as the table costs to get delivered here, and all of the ones on the island they're like 5 inches, 10 inches too short, and I don't want to compromise the size of the mock for a smaller table just so it's easier. So we're gonna have to completely rejig the room around, but it's gonna be interesting. Alright guys, so I didn't film anything else after starting to take the room apart last night, and basically that's because I wanted to set the camera up in a place that I could time-lapse the whole thing happening, but unfortunately there just wasn't a place in the room that I could permanently set the camera up, because the room isn't all that big, and I ended up having to move the whole room around. Like, we have completely restructured the second bedroom into pretty much what is now fully a Lego room. And I have a massive thanks to my partner, because she actually helped me out a lot with this and allowed me to do this. And she actually came up with a lot of the ideas as well, which is really cool, because I was at a point where we were completely stuck. Like, the sizes of the tables we couldn't find, so my partner has honestly made a massive sacrifice, and I'll show you what that is in a second. But honestly guys, this is completely allowed the channel to go into a new direction, and I cannot wait for what is to come. And so without further ado, let's get into it. Alright guys, so I'll start from the left and work my way around. So what's happened is basically I've moved my whole wardrobe section from this corner of the room to this other corner of the room. And the brilliant thing is that has allowed me to put my desk over in that corner of the room. It now means that when I walk in the room, I can see these sets that I have on display. I can actually see them properly, and not just from the small gap in the front. And same with these guys. Like, beforehand they were in this corner and you could barely really see them. Like, you never noticed them because you wouldn't look at them that way. So moving around the room, I've basically been allowed to move my dining room table into the Lego room. Now this was a massive hassle. I ended up having to pretty much take it fully apart and reassemble it up here, but my god, this has helped, and this is going to be the massive change in the channel. I've had to divide my big multicolored stack into two. One side is on this side and the other side is underneath the other side of the table. And then we've just got some bits and bobs there. So moving around, the good thing is we still just have like a nice amount of room to be able to walk around the room. So underneath this side we've got all of the camera equipment type stuff, and then in this drawer I've just got like knickknacks, stuff that I don't really use that often. I might even put some other stuff in there at some point. So then we come to the desk, and the brilliant thing about this is my computer plug, my iPhone lead, and 2 extra slots like continuously available, which is really helpful. And I've checked, it reaches everywhere it needs to reach, and it means that I can now actually access all of my Lego boxes, because beforehand I had to like move things out of the way. You still also don't have to see it in the back of the shop. If anything, if I'm ever sat here, then the only thing you'll see is some of my Lego sets and a couple of my designer clothes. Genuinely so happy that we were able to fit the table in the room this way. So if any of you guys are like old subscribers and you know what my Lego room used to be like, then this is a complete rework. This is basically my dining room area now. This is where I used to film my massive collection videos, and the good thing is, I suppose, now it's even bigger space. I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. I know it's a bit out of the blue and it's not going to be like a normal thing, but I just wanted to show you guys the startup, basically, what I've been doing behind the scenes to get ready. If you enjoyed the video, guys, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe and all that jazz. Thank you very much. I will see you very soon in the next video. Peace out, guys. Hope you have a nice day.